This is what Commanding General YAHANNA did for me. And with great love in my heart, this is what I want to do for you. Because I love every brother that's about to go through the Hebrew Academy. Check this out, Hebrew Academy. This is an arch right here. You'll find one of these in France as well, because the Romans had this. This is dedicated just like a Roman triumph arch. When they win a war, they build one of these arches in dedication to the god Janus, who's the god of doors. And they build an arch like this. As you know, an arch was built like this after 70 AD, when Titus destroyed Jerusalem and captured our temple and took our gold, our candlestick, and our dignity out of our land. And then he inscribed the arch with men destroying our temple and taking all of our wealth out of our temple right here. So this is the Americans building their own. Here's another one of the small little huts that they built for the German soldiers, the French soldiers, and the colonial soldiers to sleep in right here. This is what they slept in. This is what they slept in right here. 9 men to one of these little houses right here. Like I told you, the place would fill up with smoke so terribly that they'd have to run outside. And so many of them would die with what they call camp flu. They did all of this for freedom. They did all of this. They slept in here for months into years for freedom. That's why they did it. Even though they were Germans, they were French, they were American colonists, but tenemos un enemigo común. Tenemos un enemigo común. They had a common enemy. So they came together and they were willing to sleep in this little room, to eat whatever grovel they could put together for the sake of freedom. And Hispanic, so-called North American Indians, what if we came together? What if we put aside our petty differences and our petty false gods, and we were willing to unite? Why? Because tenemos un enemigo común, because we have a common enemy and we want freedom. This is why we're in the Hebrew Academy. This is the purpose of the resurrection. I just got a call just now that they had to shut down the schools in Springfield, Ohio today because of bomb threats. Do you see this? Because Donald Trump has told everyone in the city that our Haitian brothers are going to steal their cats and eat their dogs, even though the Haitians in Springfield, Ohio are the hardest working people in that city. They're the backbone of the factories and the churches. So this is why we train. This is why we have a Hebrew Academy. You think that we shouldn't train for war, but the peace is killing us. The Israelite School of UPK under Commanding General YAHANNA, we train for war because the peace is killing us. There are men that will make the sacrifice. There are men that will push their efforts to the max. They will surrender everything and lay it on the field for their king and for their brothers, for the resurrection. Let's do it. Check this out. This is a monument to the patriots of African descent. As you can see, the patriots of African descent. Check this out. It says Black Patriots of the American Revolution. The Patriots of African Descent monument is the first monument on federal land to recognize the contributions of Black patriots during the American Civil War. Tensions between American ideals of freedom and the subordinate status of Black people and women fueled a struggle against racial and gender inequality for soldiers and civilians alike. By fighting for freedom against all odds, these and countless other unsung heroes laid the groundwork for future generations in America. Can you imagine all the way back in 1776, these Black people believed that if they fought for this country, if they gave their lives for this country, that this country would appreciate them, that this country would reward their heroism and their sacrifice with equality. And here we are today. Blacks and Hispanics, we better fight for a place of our own. That's what the Hebrew Academy is about. Hey, let me show you something else, Hebrew Academy, that's a good metaphor for life as well. Whenever you have to do anything that's an arduous task, break it up into pieces. Like right now, I'm just trying to make it to that green sign. Let me show it to you. See that green sign? I'm trying to make it there. To that green sign. I've been doing that this entire, seems like 7 miles now, run. I'm just taking it piece by piece, step by step. I break it up into small pieces. And once I get closer to that green sign, if I'm able, I'll pick another target and I'll make it to that. And you can do that in life with every task. You can do that with drug addiction. You can do that with any task that's difficult. Break it up into manageable pieces in your mind and accomplish it. And don't fail on the sideline. If you're going to fail, fail on the field. Give it all you have, and you'll see that the Most High can be with you. That's for the Hebrew Academy. Check this out. Here's a monument to George Washington. And look at the quote. This is a quote by George Washington. It says, "Liberty, when it begins to take root, is as a plant of rapid growth." Now here we are. Here we are, and we want a place of our own, don't we? Here we are. We want our king. We want our king to be remembered. We want the world to know that our king is the Lords of Lords and the King of Kings. That's what the Hebrew Academy is about. It's about the fulfillment of your faith. It's about you deciding that you want to perfect this profession. This is what Commanding General YAHANNA did for me. And with great love in my heart, this is what I want to do for you. You see this? They made this stone monument right here, dedicated to the soldiers from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts who gave their lives for freedom. They do this to make sure that their heroes are never forgotten. Hebrew Academy, I'm in a battle with Satan now. Satan is telling me I didn't think this through before I came out here. But I'm going to do it for you, Hebrew Academy, because I know you are going to go through this same thing. I know you are going to feel like you bit off more than you could chew. You're going to feel like that you can't compete with the other brothers out there, when you'll realize you're not competing with anyone but your own self-determination. And then you're going to do it. You're going to do the best that you can. You're going to do it for the Most High in Christ. You're going to do it for the Hebrew Academy. You're going to do it for the resurrection. Let's go. Woo-ha! Check this out here, brothers and sisters. This is a monument that the Masons put here in remembrance of the Continental Army led by George Washington, a member of the Masonic fraternity, and in honor of many Freemasons who were a part of the encampment at this site. The Freemasons of Pennsylvania placed this monument so that future generations will know that freedom was as important in 1997 as it was in 1778. You understand that? That is what George Washington was here for, fighting with his organization, the men he loved, the Masons. They formed an organization. They formed an organization of brothers who served Satan but wanted freedom. Now, while the Christian church was so busy trying to forgive our oppressor, they forgot the fact that we should form a brotherhood that doesn't serve Satan, but serves the Most High, the one true living God, the God of Israel, and the God of a black man named Jesus Christ. What if we were willing to do the same thing? What if we formed a brotherhood and then were willing to fight for freedom? This is why we have Hebrew Academy. This is why we have the resurrection. All right, Hebrew Academy, let me show you how far. You see right there, I don't know if you can get it because of the sun, but right to the end of this road right here. When I get to the end of this road right here, I'm finished. Looks like it's going to come out to be a little over 7.5 miles. Hebrew Academy. I'm right at the end. I'm going to push it forward towards the end. It's going to come out to be about 7.5 miles. And why am I doing it? Because I love every brother that's about to go through the Hebrew Academy. Because at one time I was lost and I was weak, and Commanding General YAHANNA found me. And now I am strong. And I'm going to do what I have to do to make you strong. I'm going to make you so strong. And you're going to do it for your brothers. You're going to do it for all of the other brothers out there this Sunday that will be sweating and in pain on a field in their city. You're going to do it for the brothers in Houston. You're going to do it for the brothers in Dallas. You're going to do it for the brothers in Philadelphia and headquarters in New York. You're going to do it for the brothers in California. You're going to do it for the brothers in San Francisco, in Jamaica, in Trinidad, in the UK. You're going to do it for all of the brothers who are suffering just as you will be suffering this Sunday. You're going to do it for your brothers. You're going to do it for the resurrection. And in the end, we will have a place of our own, with our own monuments and our own king and our own heroes, because we'll learn to fight and make the sacrifice. Make sure you get to the doctor. Make sure you're prepared for the Hebrew Academy. You instructors, you make sure that you do everything in your power to make sure that none of the men under your command are injured in any way. That's your responsibility. Graduating the Hebrew Academy has nothing to do with physical strength. Graduating the Hebrew Academy has to do with the desire to seek perfection, personal perfection. You make sure every brother is safe. You make sure every brother gets home every week. And you brothers in the academy, remember, from Sunday on, you are being tested every day, every minute. You're being tested. And we're going to fight. We're going to fight ahead until the resurrection is here. Kom Yasha Allah.